building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. They'll drop this off for Bernard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Brady now on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw, Fitzpatrick. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Justin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 43-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete. Bernard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there. What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Brady now on first down. That's caught by Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Here we go. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play. Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free. Yeah, live to fight another down, right? Second and 10. Brady to throw again. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady now to throw. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Succop's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jonathan Bostic. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's got it. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Gibson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and 8. To throw is Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fitzpatrick to his tight end, Thomas, for the Washington first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. from the gun, it's Brady. He'll drop this off for Bernard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. First down Tampa as Brady hooks up with Howard. Again, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A carry for Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Back to it after the pick 6. Fitzpatrick. Thomas has got it. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Throwing on first down is Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On play action, now Brady. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. A nice little juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
On play action, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Bostic able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Brady to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Brady now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Again, it's Fournette. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 2 on the play there, and it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brady going to throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Brady to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Pass complete, Samuel.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Gets this to Gibson at 5 yards. Not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Second down at 5. Here's Fitzpatrick. Pass complete, Thomas.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Now Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one. And they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them, because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before, so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
So for the Buccaneers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.